Hey, it's me, the NPC. So, you've probably heard about how YouTube revoked partnership with any channels that don't meet a certain threshold. I'm not hitting either of their quotas, so I lost my ad privileges and I'm not making any money off of any of my videos now. This is all pretty old news and probably doesn't come as any shock, but the obvious question now is, why don't I start a Patreon? That's what all the cool folks are doing these days, right? Well, I can tell you up front that I have absolutely no intention of starting a Patreon for myself anytime soon. It's not that I have anything against Patreon itself, it's just that I haven't earned it yet. Once I start putting any sort of price tag, even if it's donation-based, my videos suddenly go from a hobby to a product. Just to put it bluntly, my videos are not worth paying for right now. For one, I don't really have a concise, long-term plan for my channel. I have several ideas for videos and even a few short series. Right now, my main focus is Super Smash Bros., but in terms of what videos I could be making 2 or 3 years down the line, I'm not entirely sure. Even the ideas I do have right now are incredibly scattershot. If I start a Patreon, my patrons need to have a clear idea of what exactly they're paying for. If even I don't have a clear idea, then how can I possibly ask for money over it? That's just irresponsible. The other big reason I don't deserve a Patreon is because my videos are complete amateur hour material right now. I don't have any formal training in video editing. What few tricks I do know are entirely self-taught and are the kind of things that anyone with a decent editing program can pull off. I'm still trying to decide on a regular format for my videos. I'm honestly not happy with the current state of my content, but I'm also not sure what direction to go in to improve. Even if I were to get my channel into a better state, I'd still hesitate to start a Patreon. Maybe it's just me, but I feel kinda guilty about the whole idea of asking my viewers to pay me for what is already going to be amateur content. I don't begrudge anyone else who uses Patreon, I just personally don't feel too comfortable with it. I'd rather get my funding through ad revenue and sponsorships rather than ask you guys to foot the bill. I love the fact that I can put a video out and people can just enjoy it with no strings attached. That brings up another concern with Patreon. What kinds of rewards do I offer to my patrons? I can tell you straight up, I am never going to make any of my content Patreon exclusive. If I make something, I want people to see it, and I don't want them to worry about jumping through hoops to get it. But if people are going out of their way to pay me directly, then I owe something extra, and I don't know what that could be. If I ever get to a point where I'm confident in my output, I seriously need a Patreon to keep the channel afloat, and I can come up with worthwhile rewards, then I might start a Patreon. For right now, we are nowhere close to any of that, so I'm just going to focus on trying to build up my channel and break that 1,000 subscriber ceiling for right now. Thanks for listening to my ramblings, and I'll see you next time.